On this video we're taking a look at our NCAAB best bets for the games that are happening on Thursday, March 10, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first pick is Maryland vs Michigan State. Michigan State -6. And here is why. Maryland is averaging 70.9 points per game. They scored 67 points in their last game, making 39.3% of their field goals and 27.6% of their three-pointers. Eric Ayala led the way for the Terrapins with 19 points and 6 rebounds. Fats Russell finished with 16 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals, while Donta Scott added 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Maryland has struggled defensively, giving up 70.5 points per game. They gave up 77 points in their last game and will need to do a better job if they want to win this game. The Spartans have something to prove coming into this matchup, while the undermanned Maryland squad is just finishing up a difficult season. MSU will utilize its superior depth and defense to control the game and the outcome. Maryland does not have the kind of defense that will impact the sometimes sloppy Spartan offense, so that will not be a concern. Michigan State should be able to hit between 35 to 40% of its long-range shots and will prove to be too efficient on both sides of the ball to be slowed down by the Terps. Our second pick is UTEP vs Middle Tennessee State. UTEP for the win. And here is why. UTEP is averaging 68 points per game. They scored 74 points in their last game, making 49.1% of their field goals and 39.1% of their three-pointers. Sully Baum led the way for the Miners with 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Keon Kennedy finished with 17 points, while Jamal Bieniemy added 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. UTEP has played well defensively, giving up 67.3 points per game. They gave up 64 points in their last game and will need a similar effort if they want to win this game. Middle Tennessee is averaging 72.3 points per game. They scored 64 points in their last game, making 45.7% of their field goals and 38.1% of their three-pointers. Donovan Sims led the way for the Blue Raiders with 18 points and 5 rebounds. Cameron Weston finished with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, while Eli Lawrence added 9 points and 4 rebounds. Middle Tennessee has played well defensively, giving up 67.2 points per game. They gave up 68 points in their last game and will need to keep it up if they want to get the win. UTEP did not put up a good showing on the road at MTSU during the regular season, but this is a much different spot. Not only did the Blue Raiders cool off down the stretch, but UTEP is coming off a solid win on Wednesday. The Miners are also playing in their home state, while MTSU is a long way away from its home state. UTEP gets a ton of production from its bench, so I do not think fatigue will be a big factor. The Miners also have a height advantage, which makes me less concerned about their rebounding issues. Our third pick is Washington State vs UCLA, UCLA Bruins -7. And here is why. In the first round of the tourney, Washington State beat Cal 66-59, where they played good defense and needed to in a poor shooting game. They only shot 36.4% from the floor, but they held the Golden Bears to 31.3% shooting and 15.8% 3PT shooting, 3-19. 3 Cougars went for at least 12 points, led by Efe Abogidi, who more than doubled his season average of 7.8 ppg to go for 19 points. WSU failed to cover the spread in the game as an 8.5-point favorite. The Washington State Cougars are averaging 72.3 points on 41.1% shooting and allowing 65.3 points on 42% shooting. Michael Flowers is averaging 14.2 points and 3.4 assists, while Tyrell Roberts is averaging 10.8 points and 2.5 rebounds. Noah Williams is the third double-digit scorer, and TJ Bamba is grabbing 3.7 rebounds. The Washington State Cougars are shooting 34.3% from beyond the arc and 74.1% from the free throw line. The Washington State Cougars are allowing 32.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 33.7 rebounds per game. In their last game of the regular season, UCLA beat crosstown rival and ranked USC 75-68. They shot a lower FG percent, 45.6% to 49%, and a lower 3PT FG percent, 27.3% to 42.1%, but had twice as many offensive rebounds, 8-4, and forced 15 turnovers, while only committing 1. Jamie Jacques Jr. led the Bruins with 27 points, and Jules Bernard had 19 points as the only other player in double digits. The UCLA Bruins are averaging 76.7 points on 44.9% shooting and allowing 64.3 points on 41.4% shooting. Johnny Juzang is averaging 16.7 points and 4.7 rebounds, while Jamie Jacques Jr. is averaging 13.3 points and 5.5 rebounds. Jules Bernard is the third double-digit scorer, and Tyger Campbell is dishing 4.3 assists. The UCLA Bruins are shooting 35.2% from beyond the arc and 72.7% from the free throw line. The UCLA Bruins are allowing 31.9% shooting from deep and are grabbing 34.3 rebounds per game. The UCLA Bruins comfortably won the only meeting this season, and they're a fast-paced, electric team with the rest advantage here. Johnny Juzang, 16.7 ppg, leads 4 players for the Bruins, averaging at least 11 ppg, and he has struggled with his shot in the last 2 games, where he only totaled 15 points. Jacques Jr., 13.3 ppg, has lit it up as of late, combining for 57 points in the last 2 games, where in each he shot over 62% from the floor. Bernard, 12.3 ppg, has been up and down as of late in the shooting department, but has averaged 15.7 ppg over the last 3 games. On the season, UCLA is 1-1 in games held on a neutral floor. The Washington State Cougars have surprised from time to time this season, but I question if they have the horses offensively to hang here, especially on the end of a back-to-back. This feels like a game where UCLA can pull away in the second half. I'll lay the chalk. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.